When we think of sports games, basketball, football, hockey, and baseball typically come to mind. However, it's often the less prestigious sports that really lend themselves to the video game world. Velan Studios has released their vision of dodgeball in video game form, called Knockout City. Do these balls have what it takes to compete with other sports games out there?
Ouch, down population, you bro!
Or is dodgeball better left off to the professionals?
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
Find out in our review. Hey folks, do me a solid. If you enjoy the review, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification button. It's 3 small clicks for you, but means the world to us. Let's get started. Knockout City envisions a world without guns, where disputes are settled in the street with chaotic matches of dodgeball, dodge brawl as the game calls it. In Knockout City, 2 teams of usually 3 face off in dodge brawl matches, which consist of 3 rounds. Each round is won by the first team to reach 10 points. Points are scored by getting a knockout on an opposing player. Everyone has 2 hearts of health. Getting hit by a ball will deplete a heart. Lose 2, and that's a knockout.
Blue team wins.
In order to prevent yourself from being hit by the ball and knocked out, players have a few different options. You can pull off dodge moves, or hide behind cover in hopes that the ball won't hit its target. The most strategic response, however, is to catch the ball, which will also immediately charge it, allowing them to throw it back at a high velocity. The balls in Knockout City hone in on their targets, meaning you don't have to line up a pathway in which you want the ball to follow, or worry about trajectory. Instead, your main concern is either catching an enemy off guard, or cooperating with teammates to overwhelm them.
You ain't gonna be able to hit them. They're too good and you suck something awful.
Yes, sir, I sure do.
The core gameplay here is really solid. There's a decent array of mechanics and abilities, and it feels like the ceiling for skill is sky high. Speaking of gameplay, one of the core concepts of Knockout City is what the developers call flat gameplay. This means that there are no loadouts, no upgradable classes or perks that influence how well a character performs. When it comes down to it, everyone is on the same level playing field. Everything else is just noise.
Then you've got to learn the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. If you master the 5 Ds, no amount of balls on earth can hit you.
I liken it to Rocket League, where regardless of the flair and showmanship that may come with the cosmetics, when you boil it down, the game is incredibly simple and balanced. It's this approach that gives so much integrity to the competitive side of Knockout City. As I got more familiar with the game's mechanics, I started to dig into the arsenal of moves at my disposal. You can fake a throw, which may cause the enemy to prematurely dodge or go for a catch. This makes them extremely vulnerable to being hit for about 1 to 2 seconds. You can roll or spin while in the air, which can be used to trick shot, either throwing the ball in a wide, vertical, or horizontal arc. These maneuvers also extend your time in the air if you're just looking to avoid the ball or get onto a platform. Knockout City does throw some interesting wrenches into its standard gameplay. There are 5 special balls that can be found on a map, with a random one selected at the beginning of the game. This includes the moon ball, the sniper ball, the bomb ball, the multi-ball, and the cage ball. These balls hold special properties, such as allowing players to jump really high with the moon ball, deal damage to an area of effect with the bomb ball, or even trap an enemy and render them helpless for several seconds with the cage ball. I liked the change of pace that the special balls added to the game, and they rarely felt cheap or unfair.
Multi-ball.
The natural flow of gameplay in Knockout City leads to some really exciting organic moments. I remember one instance where an enemy chucked a ball toward me from behind. Thanks to the game's red outline that warned you of an incoming ball, I was able to whip around and catch it. I immediately sent the ball back to the enemy player. For the next 10 seconds, we were caught in an intense battle of throwing the ball back and forth at max velocity, waiting to see who would blink first. Finally getting the edge and knocking them out was straight up thrilling.
Knockout frenzy.
There's a lot of experiences like this to be had in Knockout City. I've had sequences where I rapidly took down an entire team, catching incoming balls and pulling off every move possible to take them out in rapid succession. It's the same rush of excitement you get after achieving a multi-kill in a shooter, or getting a clutch score in a sports game.
I can't believe it. It's just not believable, Cotton.
For as strong of an emphasis that there is on gameplay in Knockout City, I really wish the game gave more attention to stats. I'd love to see how many knockouts I've gotten in my career, or how many games I've won. It would also be great if you could see leaderboards during matches, to see how you're performing in relation to the competition. Knockout City is incredibly flashy and over the top in style. You can customize your character with flaming hair, or give them braggadocious match introductions. These cosmetics are earned through leveling up and completing challenges. I found there to be a deep amount of customization possible in Knockout City, even if most of it was locked out when you first start playing. Players can also create a crew, which is Knockout City's takes on clans. Players can invite friends and other players they meet online to join their crew, and then team up together for online play. Gaining experience and leveling up with your crew will unlock new rewards, allowing you to customize the car you arrive in, as well as construct a logo to wear on your clothes. I'd love to see Velan Studios experiment to diversify the offerings in Knockout City as far as the game modes go. There's currently 4 modes, 3 of which feature 3-on-3 gameplay. The 4th is a 1-on-1 face-off mode. It would be great to have 2v2 or even 4v4 chaos mode to shake things up.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to witness the greatest happening in sport. Sudden death dodgeball.
Pepper needs new shorts.
I was thoroughly impressed with Knockout City. Velan Studios has created a dodgeball game that has solid mechanics and is really easy to pick up. The skill ceiling is also incredibly high, making room for some really competitive gameplay. The plan to heavily support and add on to the game over time, Knockout City is a welcome addition to the sports game pantheon.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Hey folks, if you enjoyed the review, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It's 3 small clicks to you, but means the world to us. Thanks for watching. For more video reviews and everything else gaming related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.